Hey everyone, this is Brian. Welcome back to our root building episode. If you remember the last time in our last episode, we finished building, or rebuilding, I should say, our yard. And today we're going to focus on building out the engines. I can't speak. Building out the engine service facilities and Caboose storage area over in this area. And so with that said, we can go ahead and get started. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to move our buildings out of the way so that we can figure out what our track is going to look like. Okay. Okay. So now, this is all the steam locomotive servicing tracks. And I think what I want to do here, let's go ahead and keep this all as steam locomotive. Oops. Okay, now in our steam locomotive world, we need to have the water tower. So let's get rid of him. We need to have the water tower. So we're going to put the water tower, I think, over in this area here. And what I want to do is let's grab this. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to put some over here. So let's go ahead and get these here. I want to do one here. And then we'll do one here. And I think this one we'll leave like this. Now we'll put him like that. Okay, so there's our water tower assembly. And then the next thing that a steam locomotive needs is coal. So let's see what we can do about the coal situation. So let's see, do I see any others? Cold tower. What does this one look like? It's kind of a neat looking one. I think this one's going to serve our needs better. Put him over here. And we're going to take this space here. Move these tracks back. And we'll come over here and move these tracks back. There we go. We'll line up on the center track. And then I think what we can do, let's take this over here. There, we'll have him come down like that. Now the next thing that needs to happen, so let's get these all straightened out. Do we want that, or do we want this more? Let's maybe something like that. Yeah, and I think I'm going to redo this. So let's, because this is the track for the ash heap. So let's keep him there. These two should be these two should be for the whatchamacallit. And then we'll take this track let's see how we can make this work. Go. Let's play with this side. There we go. There's that. And there's that. Okay. Now we need the refueling, the oil refueling. So let's bring these over. There we go. And we need some oil tanks. Let's see what this is. See if we can jerry rig something here to I don't know. I don't like that. Oil tanks. That's not gonna do. So we'll put him over, maybe over here. Well, we do the same over here. Okay, so that takes care of that. Now, I'm going to get rid of this building because I think I like this building better for our car repairs. There we go. Okay, so now let's okay, so let's get these. Put a bumper on. There's our new car repair. Let's park him over. Here, let's put him over here for right now. Okay. Okay, so now we want to get into the servicing of the diesels. Let's see what we can do here. There's that. And now we need the servicing. Okay, now let's see what our problems are here. Too sharp a turn. So if I flip this around, that should make it so we can lighten this turn a little bit. There we go. There we go. That can go like that. Now let's get this. Go. Now we go here. Now let's see. Let's see. If I straighten that, that's going to make it too much. But if I put these in, what does that do? There we go. Now, I need let's see what texture this is. Oh. There's dirt. All right, so now we want to go over here. Go. Now, let's go there. Okay. I'll leave those growing. I kind of like that. There. Okay, so now we need to finish up our steam, but actually we need one more thing. Let's put it right here. Let's put this right here. We're gonna put him like that. And then he's gonna slide right in. And then we're gonna take him, hold my shift key down. We're going to bring him down, and then that makes the rails appear, and there's our scale. Now, let's get over here. Okay. Now, let's see what we can do here. There we are. What happened to it? Yeah, that's not it. Yeah, let's get him out of here. I'm seeing some double track here. Look at that. What is this? That is... There's something there. Well, our mystery from last episode has been solved. We found all the hidden track. How funny is that? And now we'll make him come up here like that. And then he's gonna go like that. There we go. Let's go ahead and get these all up here. That gets them all the same. There we go. That goes like that. That goes like that. And we need to get these guys back adjusted. So shift key. There we are. There's that. And now we're too high. This poor building. It's going up and down like an elevator. There we go. So that's that. Oops. Is that what we want? That's what we want. There. Okay. And then it all goes up like that. There we go. Okay. Now, the next question is, where do the cabooses go? And I think that answer is right around here. So let's go down here. Let's clear some space over here. And then we can put some track in. Okay, so we don't need you. Let's put him over there, and let's move him over here for right now. There we go. Okay, so we got our caboose tracks. we go. There we go. We'll leave that there. That's the There we go. There we go. And there is our end of this episode. So, we've made quite a bit of progress here. We still have a little bit of work left to do. We have to deal with these tracks here. And we need to also, I think I'm going to put some longer storage tracks over in this area here for the longer steam trains. Steam locomotives, I should say. I don't know how much. We'll get a little bit of space here. But we'll do that on the next episode. we'll wrap up our engine facilities. But we've set up a new car facility. We have a sanding area, scales. We have our refueling track for the diesels. We have our caboose storage right here. And what's left to do is the ice loading. And I think what I may do is add a track here that connects to this. That'll improve operations, but it also will facilitate putting the putting this over here. If we can get this rounded up so that trains can come in, get over to this track, they can pull their train through to reload the reefers with ice, and then they can cross back over, and this gives them a path back out to the main line, which they can then come over here and cross over to get onto the correct direction on the track. So that I'm going to think about that a little bit, but that's what I'm thinking I'm going to do with this here. And we can go ahead and get rid of this. We're not going to use that. So now we have our yard and we have our engine servicing facility all set up. And with that, I am going to say that this is it for this episode. We will see you the next time. If you like this type of content, please like the video. And if you'd like to see this type of content continue on YouTube, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. It's free to do, and it benefits the channel. It helps it grow and spreads the word out through the YouTube platform that we exist. So your help in that regard is greatly appreciated. Leave a comment if you feel so inclined. I do check comments and I will reply. And give me your thoughts. What do you think about what we're doing here in Coeur d'Alene? Is there anything we're missing? Put it in the comments. Let me know. And we'll see how we can make this yard a very usable yard. Other things that we're going to address in future episodes, I want to clean up these buildings here. These were just a real quick slap down when I built this area. And you can see, because we have a problem with the landscape over here. So that's more work to be done before we actually break away from Coeur d'Alene and start moving down the line again. Okay, well, with that said, I will say goodbye, and we'll see you on the next episode.